Hey guys, so in this video I want to talk about the record that God gave of his son and the importance of believing the record that God gave of his son. Now, we find the record that God gave of his son in 1 John chapter 5 verses 10 and 11. The Bible reads,
He that believeth on the Son of God hath the witness in himself. He that believeth not God hath made him a liar, because he believeth not the record that God gave of his Son. And this is the record, that God hath given to us eternal life, and this life is in his Son.
So in verse 11, we see the record. And I want to point out three elements of the record that God gave of his son. Number one, it says that God has given to us eternal life. So the fact that God has given to us eternal life, the first part of that record is that it's a gift. He's given it to us. He didn't sell it to us. He didn't finance it for us and put it on a payment plan. No. He has given it to us. So it's free. It doesn't cost us a thing. Now, what did he give us? That's the second element. It says he's given to us eternal life. Okay? What's eternal mean? Eternal means forever, never ending, goes on forever. So if I have today on, March 8th, 2019, if I have eternal life, and let's say a week from now, March 15th, 2019, I do something really bad, and God takes away my eternal life, then was it eternal when I got it on March 8th? If I got it on March 8th and it's supposed to last forever, but it only lasts me till March 15th, is that eternal? No, it's not. So if God ever takes away my eternal life, then it was never eternal when I got it to begin with. And believing that it's eternal is part of the record that God gave of his son. He has given to us for free eternal life. And the third part of that record is that it's in his son. It's in Jesus Christ. So those are the three main elements of the record that God gave of his son. And if you do not believe any of those three elements, then you're making God a liar, which is what it said in verse 10. So when God says, hey, I'm giving you eternal life and it's in Jesus Christ, and you say, well, God, I believe you're giving it to me, but I believe it's temporary life. Well, then you don't believe the record that God gave his son, and you're making God a liar. You're saying, God, that's not true. I can lose my salvation if I do something bad. I don't believe you that it's eternal. It would be the same thing if you said, well, he gives it to us, but we got to earn it. We got to do good things to keep it, or not do bad things to lose it, or whatever. Then you don't believe it's a gift. You believe it's your reward. You believe it's something you're earning. So you'd be making God a liar in that sense. And obviously, if you don't believe that it's in Jesus Christ, the third element, if you believe it's in Muhammad or the church or whatever, then you don't believe his record in that sense. You'd be making God a liar. Now, a person doesn't have to read this verse or know this verse to be saved. This same teaching's in John 3:16, when it says that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Then it's included in that. If a person just believes in Jesus Christ, they won't perish, they have everlasting life. It would be the same thing. It's just obviously worded a little bit different. So it's not a person has to understand 1 John 5:11 or hear that verse. No, they just simply have to believe that record. If I go up to a person and share the gospel with them and say, hey, God will give you eternal life, if you believe in Jesus Christ, that's the record. So that's all this is teaching. Now, and again, if a person denies this, if they say, well, God doesn't give us eternal life, we can lose it, then they're making God a liar, and they're clearly not saved. That's what the Bible's teaching here in regards to the record that God gave of his son. God bless. Have a great day.